My name's Jack Harris.
Dig.
The year was 1995. There was a VCR in every home. Music was still bought in record stores. And the world was buzzing about a brand new invention called the internet.
Watch it.
Which up until then, sucked. What most people don't know is it was impossible to buy anything online. Until these two idiots came along.
What good is the internet for if it's not entertaining? We take some pictures, we scan them, we upload them, and we make a little money. What are you doing?
Do not interrupt me for the next 15 minutes.
And that's where I come in.
We can take a credit card from anywhere in the world and deliver a product anywhere in the world. We can make a profit on every transaction. We're just the middleman.
So this film's been in production for a while. Tell me about the process of you coming on board.
It was one of those things where the script just got sent to me, and you know, I saw the name George Gallo on the script, and had been a big fan of Midnight Run, of course, and Bad Boys, and for me, it was like to get the chance to work on something different for me.
So tell me about how you guys both got involved with this.
I read the script. I sat down with George Gallo, the co-writer, along with Andy Weiss, and he's the director. And we spoke about the script for a little while, and he told me that Giovanni was involved, and right then I wanted to be a part of it. And he offered me the role in the room. I didn't know that was coming, and we had a luncheon together, and we talked about the ideas of the script and how we could collaborate with each other, and knowing that Chris Malick, who was the producer and financier of the film, and the film is based on, he was great source material for us. So knowing that he was, you know, directly involved with these guys, an amalgamation of these characters that we could draw from, it was sort of you know, a no-brainer to do.
Same story for you?
Just receiving a script by George Gallo has its own pedigree, you know, and Andy Weiss, they wrote it together. And then reading it and knowing that it was based on a true story, I think that was really interesting, and just the beginning of something. I guess it's a subject that really hasn't been dealt with that much in movies, is like, you know, the beginning of e-commerce and the sort of underbelly of that, and where that came from, and how and why it exploded, and the movie, you know, as sort of any epic film will have, it's you know, it's about those elemental human emotions, greed and jealousy and lust and all of that, you know, with the backdrop of just this massive world.
Now, Chris Malick is the guy that this sort of comes from, and obviously there's a lot of fiction there, but at the same time, I imagine he has some great stories of going through this.
Yeah, I mean, I always envied actors that got to play different characters that were actually real-life people. And the idea of doing research, it's really not something I'd had the opportunity to do. So when I learned that this was based on a real person, and not only that, but he was going to be, you know, producing the movie and on the set every day, that was kind of an invaluable experience to me, just because, you know, you can get nervous. Like, you know, for me, I didn't know much about the world of internet pornography, and I'm not even that technologically savvy, so was slightly nervous about that aspect. But to then get the chance to be around Christopher Malick, and yeah, it made me think, okay, well, this guy's just like you or me. He's a regular guy, and he's a businessman who got pulled into this kind of crazy business, and just trying to, like, keep his head on straight.
That's limitless.
In less than a month, we were making $200,000 a day.
What kind of business is it?
No, just entertainment.
There's the hottest snooty starlet in the biz. Here you are.
With a 23-year-old porn star.
The thing is, when you fix one problem,
Things seem to be going very well.
there's always more.
We owe a considerable amount of money. We're afraid we're gonna get cracked.
What, you mean whacked?
Yeah.
Paramount Pictures presents the story of the World Wide Web.
You got a check here for $2 million under a candy bar.
Oh, and what? That's a bad thing?
Yeah, like that's a bad thing?
And the man
Get out now.
who started it all.
Get out!
We had no idea what the internet would become. Changing the world is a wild ride.
Middlemen.
You peddle pornography over the internet.
Well, Senator, this is your billing record. NaughtySecretary.com.
You realize you just attempted to blackmail a publicly elected state official? And it worked. Can I count on your vote next year?
You got it.